playoff stages. Group B is our focus this evening, as Maccabi Rand Media host Umana Reyer Venezia of Italy. Well, Maccabi's hopes of qualification very much rely on them performing over the next 4 weeks, as they currently find themselves down in 7th place, and qualification very much in the balance for them. They've got a 4-6 record thus far. And these are the other games currently taking place in Group B. Today we've already had Kataja against Kimmich. Big shock result there with Kimmich defeating Kataja Basket. Today we've also got Pina Karšiaker against Avtotor Saratov. And the other one that we'll be keeping a close eye on is CSU Oradea taking on the group leaders Le Mans. But Oradea are very much embroiled in this race for 5th place here in Group B, along with Maccabi. So they'll be hoping that Oradea don't pick up a victory today, and Maccabi hoping that their home support can try and drag them on to a victory. Here is the Group B standings. As you can see, Venezia in 2nd place, so victory here tonight would guarantee them a place in the playoff stages, which take place in February. And Maccabi, they're down in 7th position, 4-6 record, 14 points at the moment, and they would require a very impressive final 4 games in January of the regular season if they are to make it through to the playoff stages. Two sides will just complete their warm-ups. It allows us to have a look at the 2 rosters. Here is Venezia's under their coach Walter De Raphael, and well, they have a hugely impressive side. Young Italian guard Stefano Tonu maybe hasn't impressed as much as some had hoped as yet, but Hrvoje Peric is doing damage on the offensive end. He leads the way with 13.4 points a game. Formidable backcourt includes the likes of Tyrus McGee, who was the best 3-point shooter domestically last season whilst he was at Cremona. He's averaging 11.3 points. And the likes of Jamel Higgins is performing on both ends of the floor with 10.1 points and 5.9 rebounds a game. Here is the Maccabi Rand Media roster under their coach Arik Shivek. Now, the bad news for them is that they have had to change almost their entire starting roster from last season's triumphant title win. 2 of their key men last year, Mark Lyons and Daryl Monroe, they've both moved on to Merape in Turkey. So coach Ari Shivek's main task really was to build a team and try and get the chemistry instantly. And both Charles Thomas and Patrick Richard have been shooting the ball well. And Javon McRae has been tremendously efficient on both ends of the floor. He's averaging over 11 points and 7 rebounds a game so far. And always, in the Basketball Champions League, you look around in the arena and you have people of all ages come out to support their sides. It's a great time to play the Basketball Champions League games. Just leave work, come straight to the stadium and watch some high-quality basketball. But it is getting a little nervy if you are a Maccabi Rand Media supporter, because time is running out. We have 3 matches remaining in the regular season after this one. It takes us to the end of January, and then the playoff stages begin in earnest in February. Let's you know that they're in a better position than their opponents today. They certainly won't be taking it lightly, though. They need to try and guarantee themselves as high a place finish as they possibly can. The 2 teams will just be announced to the supporters here. First of all, that of Venezia. So these 2 sides last met each other back on game day 4 in Italy, and it was the home side that ran out victors on that day, 73-61. And in front of their home fans, they've been generally very good. They've won 3 of their 5 matches. They've only lost to Kataja Basket and Avtotor Saratov. They're coming to this one on the back of a very impressive 78-69 victory over Pina Karšiaker on game day 10, which may have given them the confidence boost that they needed approaching the back end of the regular season. Maccabi, well, they can take even more confidence than all three of Venezia's defeats in the regular season have come on the road. They lost to Le Mans in France on game day 1 and suffered a surprising 1-point defeat to Kimmich on game day 3. They then suffered a huge defeat against Pinar Karşıyaka on game day 9 in Turkey, where they lost 99 points to 59, which I think was a bit of an eye-opener for everyone in Group B. No one was expecting that, I don't think. So Venezia looking to try and get back on track on the road here in Israel. Normally quite a hostile environment to come and play basketball. And now the home side will just be announced to their adoring public. Patrick Richard, a big player for Maccabi today. Not quite full just yet, the arena, but you'll just see more and more people coming in over the next 5 minutes or so as we approach tip-off. They'll have their little routines between each other. So both teams announced to the arena, and we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. Both coaches will just have their final words of wisdom to their sides, and then we can get underway in about 2 minutes' time. So here are the officials for today. We've got Radomir Vojinovic of Montenegro, Haris Bidevic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Sasa Maricic of Serbia. They will be overseeing proceedings this evening. So here is the starting 5 for Umana Reyer Venezia. Hrvoje Peric has been shooting the ball really well, and also just look to try and get the ball into the hands of Marquez Haynes. There is Walter Di Raffaele, the Venezia coach. Maccabi Rand Media starting 5, the likes of Patrick Richard and Javel McRae will be looking to do damage on both ends of the floor. And Abraham Ben-Shimol is often the key man in terms of orchestrating their plays. There is Arik Shivek, the head coach, the former head coach of the Israel national team as well for about 5 years between 2009 and 2014. And of course he guided them to their first ever Israeli championship last season, did Arik Shivek. So we're just about ready to get going here. Both Shivek and Raffaele will just instruct their team just before we get started. We'll just have some handshakes and then we can get underway on game day 11 of the Basketball Champions League. So an important match coming up for both these sides then. Certainly Venezia are less under pressure than Maccabi. But there is a real need to win for the home side today. If they don't, And any potential hopes of qualifying to the playoff stage may well have dissipated. Does depend slightly on what happens in the Oradea match. So obviously I will try and keep you up to date as best as I possibly can with what's going on over there. As for Venezia, they know that a win will guarantee them a place in the playoff positions. So here we go. Game day 11 of the Basketball Champions League about to get underway. It's Maccabi Rand Media against Umana Reyer Venezia. And it's the home side that control the tip. It's Hanoki. Patrick Richard driving to the lane, trying to bank it in. And Jamal McRae is there. And that's what he does so well, Jamal McRae. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. Grabs the offensive rebound and a fairly simple putback. And thrown out of bounds, so an early turnover for Venezia. Not quite on the same wavelength there with Marcus Haynes. 12.9 points so far in the Basketball Champions League is Jamal McRae's, also collecting 7.2 rebounds a game. This is where he's so dangerous, just can't quite get the finish to go. And the rebound is grabbed by Jeff Vigiano. Tyrus McGee helps it on to Peric. Peric has been assuming the biggest load on offense for Venezia so far. Step back three, up it goes. Just a little too much on it. McRae can't quite bring down the rebound. Peric now. Haynes thought about throwing up the three again. Instead gives it to McGee. Another three is sent and it's down. Venezia off and running from beyond the arc. Pass again down beneath. McRae, though, had players all over him. The three is off target, and it's rebounded in the end by Tyrus McGee. McGee driving to the lane. Great pass. Marcus Haynes throws up the three, makes it. Great play. So Venezia 2 from 3 from beyond the arc already, and they've opened up a 4-point advantage. Driving to the lane, tries to bank it in, can't get it to go, but again, Jamal McRae is there just to tip it in. Good positive start for the big man. 2'2", Jamal McRae. He's a big Buffalo Bulls college player as Maccabi strip it away. Now Ben Shimol throws up the two from the foul line, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Peric this time. Peric, a bit of a heavy finish, and well, Benjamin Ortner got that one all wrong. And Patrick Richard can bring it clear, throws it up, can't get it to go. McRae with the rebound, he's going to go to town underneath once again. Too much power, too much strength, makes the two, and he's fouled. It'll be an and one opportunity for Jamal McRae. And what a start he's made. He's got all 6 of Maccabi's points, and he's going to try and make it 7 from the foul line. And he does make it 7. What a start for the big man. Here's Peric driving to the lane. Good extra pass, nicely worked. The little left-hand floater, can't get it to go by Ortner. And Jamal McRae's everywhere at the moment. 7 points and 3 rebounds already for the big man. Patrick Richard. Javon McRae, this is the man they want. What a spin and what a finish. Javon McRae on flames at the moment. He's got all 9 of Maccabi's points. And we haven't even played 4 minutes. He's averaging 12.9. I think he may well better that today, but Ortner is there with the left-hand layup. Here's Ben Shimol. Gets a little lucky to get it back. McRae with the flush. What a start for Javon McRae. He's already into double digits. He was fouled as well, so he'll head to the line for another 3-point play. And of course he makes it. Cannot stop Javon McRae at the moment. 12 points for him, 12 points for Maccabi, and they lead by 4. The 3, though, it goes for Venezia. And their outside shooting is keeping them in this at the moment. Marquez Haynes now has 6. Ben Shimol with the beautiful finish with the right hand. Haynes, extra pass to Tyrus McGee, tries to use his pace, throws up the little floater, can't get it to go. The offensive rebound though, he's fouled and he'll head to the line to shoot a couple. Jeff Vigiano doing good work on the glass. Vigiano narrows it to 1, 14 points to 13. It's been a really good opening to this one, just coming up to halfway through the first. Richard to Javon McRae again. They just cannot contain him at the moment. And Javon McRae has got 14 of the 16 Maccabi Rishon points. Throws it up. Can't get it to go, way off target. Easy rebound by Hanoki. Ben Shimol, great pass. Do well to tip it away. Patrick Richard for 3. And Maccabi on offense are absolutely flying at the moment. And they've already opened up a 6-point advantage here with just over 4.5 to go. And this is well and truly got the fans going. If it was quiet at the start, it's not anymore. They are loving what they're seeing out here. And a timeout is called.
Yeah, but when they go back here, return the pass one more time and we can attack, guys. But the problem is that they score every time in offense. Every time they play a pick-and-roll situation, we are too far. And we need weak side rotation here to help the helper on pick-and-roll. We need rotation and rotation. Shrink the defense. Shrink the defense.
That's enough. He's pushing you under the rim. Okay? On the 4 chest play, guys, on the 4 chest play, I totally shy. Not to start so outside. Start on the mid post. Step 1 step out. Yeah. Make a good cut, as I told you. Or really to the weak side to get the lob or in front of your man. On the 4 chest play.
Let's go in. One go. The switches on defense. Help each other. Go. Make them play one.
Well, he's still only 24 years of age, is Javon McRae. As I said, he had a very, very good college career with the Buffalo Bulls. He became their all-time leading scorer with 2,004 points. Perhaps a little surprisingly, went undrafted in the 2014 NBA draft. Did play a bit of summer league with the Philadelphia 76ers. Richard trying to strip it away, and well, between the two of them, Ben Shimol and Richard, they are able to get the turnover. Ben Shimol to McRae. This is the man they want on the ball. And Benchimol throws it away, and now fast break chance down the other end. McGee. Ortner thought about throwing it up from the foul line, decided against it. Great defense again by the Maccabi guys, but foul is called. Foul called on Richard, I think. Was it Hanoki? So in comes Zalmanson. So McRae takes a seat, which I think will be a sight for any Venezia supporters, the start that he's made here. 19-13 to Maccabi. Ortner thinks about throwing it up, drives to the lane, instead throws it to Marquez Haynes. He loses it, and Benchimol goes coast to coast and can't get the finish. And Haynes makes up for giving it away by collecting the defensive rebound down the other end. Peric throws it up, air ball. Hanoki is there to bring down the board. Oh, it's a beautiful move and a nice finish as well by Kadir, who slipped his marker. And Kadir off and running, his first points of the quarter. 21-13, 8-point lead for Maccabi. Another shot way off target by Venezia. Again, Kadir very nearly was able to get in there. I think Kadir is claiming that the last touch was off a Venezia player, and eventually the decision does go his way. Still 16 seconds on the clock. Foul called on Tyrus McGee this time. It's Patrick Richard. Screen set for him. Kadir, extra pass. Benchimol. You know he's going to pass, and he always finds the correct one as well, does Benchimol. Really unselfish player. Averaging over 5 assists a game. Benchimol in the Basketball Champions League so far. Throws up the three from way downtown, just off target, but the offensive rebound is brought in, and now Haynes driving to the lane, throws it out. McGee steps back, great perimeter defense again by Maccabi. The foul though. So it's back to a single-digit game. Makes them both. We've got 2 minutes remaining in the first. And Maccabi with an 8-point lead in what really is a must-win match for them. They've got to be careful here. They've got to get over the halfway line. They just about do it. Kadir with the bounce pass. Zalmanson trying to go to work, banks it in with the right hand. Good shot from Zalmanson. And once again we have a double-digit game, and look at that, points in the paint. 20 of Maccabi's 25 points have come in the paint. To be fair, a large part of that is because of Jamal McRae. He's got 14 points, all of them inside, of course. 5 rebounds as well. It was an unbelievable start to the quarter for the big man. Anoki's second personal already. Foul has been called, and he'll head to the line and shoot a couple. So Maccabi are in the penalty for the final minute and 23, and Melvin Ejim will shoot them. It's a big time Iowa State player was Melvin. Actually finished his career with the most wins of any Cyclones men's basketball player. He finished with 88. Reshot, stripped away, turned over, so a chance for Venezia to eat into this lead once again. Reshot, Rest is fouled, and again he'll head to the line. 36 years of age now is Thomas Ress. Did win gold with Italy all the way back in the 2005 Mediterranean Games. Seems a lifetime ago, that. He's still doing damage in the BCL. So he makes both. So the lead's down to 6. It has been as big as 10 so far in this first quarter. Throws up the 3, can't get it to go. And another opportunity with 50 seconds remaining for Venezia to inch closer. Is Haynes, and an offensive foul. It's been called on Melvin Ejim. Pretty easy one for the official there. Benchimol trying to go to work by himself, tries to bank it in, just can't get the roll. And Jeff Vigiano is there to bring down the rebound. We've got about a 3-second difference, 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. So Marquez Haynes just slows it all down. Shot clock down to 4, they throw up the 3. It's a difficult shot to make. And now Maccabi have got 2 seconds to try and get the final shot away. It will be a 3 if it goes, it doesn't. But on the whole, a pretty good start to game day 11 for Maccabi Rand Media. They lead Umana Reyer Venezia by 25 points to 19. They have Javon McRae to thank for that, really. 14 points already for Javon McRae and 5 rebounds as well. Look at the difference there, 62% from 2-point range. Venezia, 14% from 2. Their 3-point shooting is keeping them in it at the moment. Pretty similar on the rebounds front, couple more assists for Maccabi, and look at that, 3 more turnovers already for Venezia.
For Melvin and clear out. Okay, in defense.
first half highlights there. Basically just a one-man show from Javel McRae. And his 14 points have given Maccabi Rand Media a 25-19 lead at the end of the first quarter. Venezia have done well to trim it to just 6. They did trail by 10 during that first quarter. Open 3, decided against it. It does eventually go up, and it goes. Riccardo Visconti is there. And the lead now is just 3. 50% from beyond the arc. Venezia really is keeping them in it so far. Turned it over by Maccabi. And a chance to level it up here. Mujib again thought about throwing up the 3. Visconti's just made one, and why not go for it again? He just a little too much on it. The rebound is eventually brought down by Nimrod Levi. Reshot, Javel McRae back on the floor. Here is McRae, but an offensive foul. And it's been called on Charles Thomas, I think. From Maccabi Ashdod, Charles Thomas last year. It's been an impressive part of their offense in the BCL, that's for sure. Fade away 2, can't get it to go. Thomas is there to bring down the rebound. Here's Benchimol. Benchimol, great little pass around the corner, trying to find Javel McRae. Great idea from Benchimol. And knocked out of bounds. Maccabi will retain possession of the ball. It's Benchimol again. Great hand skills, can't get the finish with the left hand, and Charles Thomas just about misses the putback, and now a fast break down the other end in transition. Tyrus McGee for 3, can't get it to go. And last touch, I think, was off Venezia. And Maccabi will get hold of the ball. Last touch off Michael Bramos. It's Nimrod Levi. Real young talent, Nimrod Levi. Love watching him play. Can really shoot the ball. Here's Patrick Reshot. Reshot to Benchimol. It will be a 3 if it goes, which it does. And Benchimol knocks down his 5th point of the game. So the lead back up to 6. Visconti thought about the 3, decided against it. It's an air ball. And Maccabi in possession once again. Benchimol always looking for Javel McRae. Why not the start he's made? Charles Thomas. Thomas steps back, throws up the long 2 and makes it. Charles Thomas. Now Maccabi on a little run of their own now. Extend the lead back to 8. Venezia trimmed it to 3. First points for Charles Thomas. Good pass, Visconti. Visconti just couldn't quite keep hold of the ball, but Ress gets it, throws up the 3, nothing but net. And Thomas Ress knocks down his first from beyond the perimeter. Oh, great pass underneath. And he tried to do it all in one, did Nimrod Levi. I think he just lost his bearings a little bit. Wasn't able to finish, so a bit of a let-off for Venezia there. Three, way downtown, off target, tried to bank it in, can't get it to go. Nimrod Levi is there to bring down the rebound. And an offensive foul again on Charles Thomas. That's 2 he's had now. idiotic from Thomas there, really, right under the official's nose. And Thomas goes to take a seat. Nearly stolen by Benchimol, drives to the lane, rejected. But Venezia have got it back with Tyrus McGee. McGee, great pass behind the shoulder. But it's terrific D again from Maccabi, forcing the difficult shot, can't get it to go. And the rebound in the end is by Kadir, and the pass up the floor, and the flush by Patrick Richard. Beautiful pass by Elishai Kadir though. And Richard with 5 points now. The lead back to 7. Tyrus McGee tries to bank it in. Good finish with the right hand. Just keeping it close at the moment, Venezia. Tries to find Jamal McCrae. And he just can't quite bring it under his spell. This was the pass from Kadir. Had 3 turnovers in the whole of the first quarter in Maccabi. They've already got 4 with 5 minutes to play in the second. Catch and shoot, in and out. And an offensive foul has been called. So Maccabi will regain possession. Confirmation of foul's been called on Hrvoje Peric. Well, completely uncontested 3 from Nimrod Levi, can't get it to go, and now Tyrus McGee is charging up the other end of the floor. In traffic, tries to bank it in. Last touch was off Nimrod Levi though, and Venezia will keep it with 18 seconds still left to shoot. Timeout has been called. Let's listen in to what Raffaello is telling his side.
So we need to work on the screen, okay? And then when we attack, guys, we need to really do spell for. If you are open, take your shot. We can also feed the low post with 2 up and keep going, 2 side, 44 and 45. Now baseline inbound, we go 2 down, okay? We go. Now you do the inbound. Go screen the screener, pero if he cheat, read also here.
Inbound pass, it's 1 pass. Inbound pass, it's 1 pass. Okay, go out. Okay, whatever.
Let's go,
okay.
let's go.
Hey, we're playing. Let's go, let's go. Go. Hey, 1 possession.
So Venezia ball, they're 5 points down, they've got 18 seconds left on the shot clock, and we've got just over 4.5 minutes to play in this second quarter. Pass underneath, but a foul is called on Kadir. They've got a 14-second reset on the shot clock. Here is Haynes. And the shot just can't go with the left hand of Ortner. Patrick Richard is there to bring the ball down the floor for Maccabi. 32-27. Hanoki trying to find Macrae. Well, it's a couple of times that he just hasn't been able to handle the ball. I think the ball has actually gone back to Venezia. I thought Macrae had done well to play it off a Venezia player there. No, Maccabi have kept hold of it. Here is Macrae, and he's back in the points. It's been a bit of a drought for Javon Macrae, the start that he made. 14 points in the first quarter, and those are his first 2 in the second. Extends the lead to 7. Peric. McGee throws it up from way downtown, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Nimrod Levi. Shooting the ball with regularity from beyond the arc, double the amount of attempts as Patrick Richard takes a heavy tumble. Just couldn't quite get the finish, but he will head to the foul line and shoot a couple. Can't get the roll with the first. Averaging just over 11 points per game, Patrick Richard, and over 5 rebounds. Started his career in the NBA Development League, but has gone on to play in a host of different countries before signing for Maccabi. So he splits them and extends the lead to 8. Has been as big as 10. Haynes trying to drive to the lane. Great extra pass, and they've done well to actually create the space. Last touch was off Kadir, and Venezia will keep hold of it with 7 seconds left to shoot. Completely open too, they don't mind that. Thomas Rest, they won't lose too much sleep on him having uncontested shots. Here's Richard, Kadir. And Ben Shimol. Good perimeter defense. Great pass, Ben Shimol, and the finish from Salmonson. But again, Ben Shimol just sees passes that other people don't. And 3 assists now for Maccabi's number 11. 3, way downtown, gets it to go. Well, they've shot the ball well from beyond the arc and rejected down the other end. What a 10 seconds or so for Thomas Rest, and now coast to coast for McGee. Can't get it to go. And Salmonson swats it away. Well, what about that from Thomas Ress? So the lead is 7. Venezia have 18 seconds on the clock. Ress will shoot the 3 again. Back-to-back buckets for Thomas Ress. 11 points for him. He's 3 from 3 from beyond the arc. Ben Shimol, Kadir. And I think it hit a foot on the way through. So Maccabi will keep hold of the ball. Patrick Richard. Screen set by Salmonson through the legs. It was a great pass, but Salmonson couldn't quite keep it. And the three goes up. Can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound. And again, it's a miss. Venezia keep hold of it. Really shot the three with great regularity and confidence today. Again, a three from way beyond the arc. That's an air ball, and well, he did well to actually prevent the ball going out of bounds, and you can see the idea. He just tried to play it off the Maccabi player. 18 attempts from three-point range for Venezia, just 7 for Maccabi. Salmonson trying to spin, banks it in, can't get it to go. Jama McRae with the rebound and rejected, but a foot was out of bounds. So Maccabi will get it back. Jama McRae, I think, thought he was fouled. Najim's left foot just stepped out of bounds, so Maccabi get it back. Jama McRae will take a seat. Actually, a timeout has been called. 28 points in the paint for Maccabi, just 4 for Venezia. Shot the ball appallingly, really, from two-point range. Have Venezia, but their perimeter shooting is bailing them out at the moment. Let's listen in.
Open up, okay? But you set the screen for Zali and you open up. Zali will go here to get the ball. If not, we continue the one.
We go here, Elby, clear out, keep off.
Hey, attack the first one to get to the next penetration. Open every time.
Okay, let's go.
Thomas Ress with 3 threes already. He's only averaging 1.1 points so far in the Basketball Champions League, so big game for him today. He's part of the reason why there's so many bench points for Venezia, but a nice shot from Salmonson. We're inside the final 60 seconds in this first half. Maccabi Rishon with a 6-point advantage. 39-33, they've led for the majority. Haynes, Rest thought about throwing it up again. Back to Marquez Haynes. Haynes driving to the lane. Couldn't quite catch the pass, and there's a 6-second differential between shot and game clock here. Benchimol. Benchimol had his shirt pulled, and he'll shoot a couple, will Benchimol. Yeah, gets the roll with the second, makes both, and the advantage is now 8 for Maccabi Rand Media. 41-33, 20.9 seconds left on the game clock, so Venezia with the opportunity to take the last shot of the first half. Marcus Haynes. Haynes gets him back, he's fouled. Foul called on Salmonson. Third foul already for Salmonson. Could land him in a bit of foul trouble later. There's 5.5 left on the clock to try and get this right. And they get it horribly wrong instead. Venezia can't catch the ball, and now there's a chance for Maccabi with 4.3 seconds left in this first half to try and extend the lead to double digits. They've already had one 10-point lead. Can they find another? Another timeout is called.
You and Jabon, here, listen to what I say. You and Jabon here. Salih and Jabon, the ball is here, okay? Avi, Pat, you take the ball out of bounds, pass it to Avi, okay? Now, you are standing here, Nimrod. Yeah? You are coming immediately to Avi for pick and pop, okay? Yeah? It means you're dribbling, he's coming to you for a pick and pop, okay? Try to shoot the ball, okay?
So Eric Shivek trying to draw up the best possible plan to extend their lead to 10 or 11 at the end of this first half. 41-33 so far. Foul is called. Oh, he throws it up and nearly gets it to go from the half court. Foul called on Michael Bramos. There's now just 1.8 on the clock. Needs to catch it and shoot. Great D though to prevent the shot being able, and Patrick Richard gives him a high five, but in all there in the first half. Maccabi Rand Media can be very happy with their work so far. They lead at the break 41 points to 33. They've been in control really throughout the majority of that first half. Venezia started okay early on in the first, but look at that, they're shooting at just 12% from 2-point range, 2 from 17 are Venezia. But their three-point shooting slightly bailing them out at 39%. More rebounds, more assists for Maccabi Rand Media, nearly all the stats in favour of the Israeli side. Turnovers are the same. Now Venezia did well not to turn the ball over in that second quarter after giving it away a lot in the first. And here are the game leaders. Well, Jamal McRae's got 16. 14 of those are in the first quarter. He's also got 7 rebounds. Ben Chimol's been passing the ball well. He's got 4 assists. Thomas Rest leads the way for Venezia. He's got 11 points. 9 of those are from beyond the arc. Ben Chimol and Vigiano both with 7 each, and Patrick Richard and Marquez Haynes with 6 apiece for each side. So I'll leave you with the first half highlights, and do join us again in 5 minutes or so for the second half. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Israel. The second half just a couple of minutes away here. And at the break, Maccabi Rand Media lead Umana Reyer Venezia 41 points to 33 and got off to an absolute flyer thanks to Javon McRae's 16 points. He had 14 in the first quarter. Javon McRae's also got 7 rebounds to go with that. And Umana Reyer Venezia, well, they simply just have to shoot the ball better from 2-point range. They're shooting at 12% from the field at the moment, and that will not get many matches done. So fortunately they're not shooting too badly from beyond the arc. That's kind of keeping them in it, and their bench play has been good as well. Thomas Ress leads the way for them with 11 points. 9 of those have come from 3-point range. So elsewhere in Group B, obviously it's all getting a little tricky now as we head towards the playoff stages and the various permutations about which sides can qualify and which can't. But over the other game in Group B that started the same time as this one, Le Mans, the current leaders in Group B, they're up against CSM CSU Oradea, and it is the group leaders that are in front in that one. They're about a minute played in the third quarter. They lead 43 points to 36, and that is good news for Maccabi Rand Media, because certainly on paper it looks as though those two sides are going to be battling it out for that 5th place spot. It's currently, before play started today, Maccabi Rand Media were in 7th place with 14 points and a 4-6 win-loss record. After Tor Saratov, they were in 6th position, also with a 4-6 win-loss ratio. And CSM CSU Oradea were 5-5 so far today. So if they were to lose and Maccabi Rand Media were able to stay out in front in this one, then it would be all change, and Maccabi's hopes of qualification would be significantly enhanced. There is one other match taking place in Group B that started half an hour earlier than this one, and Pinar Karshiaka are defeating Saratov at the moment, 66-55. So as things stand, things couldn't really be going any better for Maccabi, with their 2 nearest rivals both losing, and Maccabi 8 points up against Venezia as the second half begins. Their biggest lead has been 10. They were cut to 3 early on in the second quarter. Went on another nice run though midway through it. So far they've won both quarters. Won the first 25-19, the second 16-14. Oh, what a pass to find Ben Shimal, and it's the easiest of finishes for him. He's now got 9 points as Ben Shimal, and the lead is back to double digits, 43-33. Kept Peric very quiet indeed, have Maccabi. Patrick Richard leading the fast break. Oh, Javon McRae with the big flush. And he's got 18 points now, Javon McRae. And have a prayer for the rim on that one. And the lead is 12. McRae now strips it away very nearly with the steal. What a game McRae is having. 18 points, 7 rebounds for Javon McRae as the 3 goes up for Venezia. Doesn't go, and I think a foul has been called on Ben Shimal here. So they did have a 40-second reset, can't get it to go. McRae is there to bring down the board. He's closing in on a double-double, although he's thrown it away now, Javon McRae. Thought about the shot from the foul line. Extra pass, the three goes up from Tyrus McGee, way off target. And Patrick Richard is there. Well, he brought down the rebound and tried to set Kadir away. Just had a little too much on the pass, and they've turned it over, Maccabi, but they still lead by 12. 90 seconds played in this third quarter. Venezia have done really well to look after the ball after that first quarter. They had 7 turnovers in the first. They've only got 8 now into the third, so certainly something they've improved. Just as I say that, Venezia turn it over. Anoki. Kadir. Now Patrick Richard. Good defense from Venezia. On the perimeter, Richard. Well, this is just a bit of a scrappy possession, and it ends with a backcourt violation for Maccabi, so they will give it straight back to Venezia, but good hustle on the defense from the Italian side there. Almost forced that turnover. Three goes up from McGee, again off target, but Peric is there to bring it down. He's got it stripped away by his own teammate. And Ortner, in the end, third time lucky, gets it to go with the left hand, and it's back to a 10-point game. Benchimol tries to finish with the left and gets it. Benchimol's now in double figures. He's got 11. Here's Peric driving to the lane, stripped away, and he's just out of bounds. Clipped his foot, I think, whilst he was lying on the floor, Kadir. And clearly De Raphael not happy with his side, the way they've started this third quarter. Here's McGee, driving to the lane, throws it away though. Jamal McRae is there to bring the ball down the floor. He's trying to go coast to coast. Jamal McRae throws it up, he'll head to the line and shoot a couple. And an opportunity to get to 20 points for the game for Jamal McRae and to extend their lead to the biggest that it has been. A chance to get to 14. Just about gets the roll on the first. He can do little wrong today. Jamal McRae, 68% free throw shooter. Today he's 3 from 3 from the line. Trying to make it 4 from 4 and to reach 20 points, which he does. And the lead is the biggest it's been, 14 for Maccabi Rand Media. Here's Tyrus McGee. Ortner, and it's an offensive foul. They'll turn it over again. Ortner on the double dribble. And that's a little careless. It's been called on Najim, sorry. It's Benchimol. Running down a blind alley, Benchimol had to turn back, and Kadir somehow gets the finish. Terrific hands from Kadir. And the lead just keeps increasing. It's been a terrific start to this third quarter for Maccabi. They're on a 10-2 run at the moment, and the lead is 16, unsurprisingly. De Raphael decides to take a timeout here. Let's listen in.
You're worried only because you don't score in offense. Go in offense, go 4 down. 4 down. And when we switch, They go in front. Every time. Returning pass. Easy shot. Or ball in.
I don't want to get those 3 offensive rebounds here. It's your rebounds. It's your rebounds. It's not the big guys. Okay, guys. Last seconds of the offense. I'm telling you this. One decide to switch. One decide not to switch. If I say this, we switch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Well, perhaps understandably a very angry Walter de Raphael at the moment. This is not the side that he's been watching for the last 10 weeks or so. Currently second in Group B. Perhaps a little bit of complacency beginning to creep in. They may think that they have already done all they have to do to reach the playoffs. Another 3 way off target, and Kadir can bring it clear on the fast break. 2v2, Kadir goes coast to coast, and Kadir is fouled. He'll head to the line. Third foul on Najim. There's a few out there in a bit of foul trouble. Kadir's gone about his business very efficiently today. 6 points at the moment. He's also got 3 rebounds and 3 assists to go with that. He's not the greatest free throw shooter at the best of times, and he misses both. So he stays on 6 points. The lead stays at 16 as Haynes tries to bully his way through. Draws the foul, and now he'll head to the foul line. Foul called on Kadir. So Patrick Richard goes to take a seat. Haynes now has 7. He's now a Georgian national, Marcus Haynes. He's got dual citizenship, so played for Georgia at Eurobasket. He signed from Panathinaikos in July of last year. Great pass, Ben Shimol. Just couldn't quite get to the lane to throw up the 2, but this is the man they want on the ball, McRae. Decides to give it up here. Kadir somehow got the shot away, couldn't get it though, and eventually rebounded by Venezia. Michael Bramos can bring it clear. Well, they've increased their field goal percentage a little bit to 24% now. As Bramos shoots from the foul line, gets it to go. The lead is still 13 though for Maccabi Rand Media. It's certainly a little closer over in the other match in Group B at the moment. Oradea were a fair way behind at the end of the first half, but they've closed the gap to just 3 now to Le Mans, which isn't what Maccabi will want to see. Najim thought about throwing up the 3. In the end, great D. Henoki, shot clock running down. Najim just about gets it off in time, and it will count. So good patient play by Venezia there. And they just waited and waited for the best possible shot, in which Najim knocked it down. So the lead is back to 11. It has been as large as 16. So a timeout has been called. Let's listen in.
Charles, You go for Jabon now. Okay? Guys, we run offensively, fall down. Fall down on offense. Now, when you get the balls on the corners, if you get the balls on the corner, it's not necessarily for a shot. If you have the shot, take it. If not, look for the big man or drive. Okay? Okay, let's go.
If you play flash, play on Melvin's side. So we got Melvin here, that pop, and you play the side pick and roll with this triangle. Okay? Let's go. What do you do?
So Alex Shivek instructing his side, don't always take the shot from the corner. If you get it there, then look to try and give it to the big man. In other words, just give it to Javel McRae, or just penetrate and drive to the rim yourself. So 11-point lead, just over 4 to go in the third quarter. Patrick Richard is back on the floor. Charles Thomas has come in, so Javel McRae has taken a seat. Thomas has had a quiet day so far. Shot clock down to 3, someone needs to get it away. Kadir, difficult step back, can't get it to go, and that will be a shot clock violation as Patrick Richard tried to put it in before the buzzer went off. So can Venezia keep eating into this Maccabi lead? Chance here to reduce it to single digits again. 3 from Haynes is way off target. Just think they've shot that 3 a little too often at times. Haynes was way beyond the arc there. Threw it up with still plenty of time left on the clock. Richard penetrating. Richard! Great finish from Patrick Richard. 8 points for him now. And Venezia are getting into the territory where they can't really afford just to trade points. They need to get a few blocks down the other end. And one! Great finish under pressure from Michael Bramos, who's been quiet today, just his 4th point. But a chance to make it 5 from the foul line. Big time player at Miami was Michael Bramos, 6th in the all-time points scored with just over 1,500, and 3rd all-time in block shots as well. And Bramos does make it a 3-point play. The lead now just 10. 10 from 11 from the foul line for Venezia. That will please the Rafael. Not much else will, I wouldn't have thought. Nimrod Levi into Charles Thomas. Thomas trying to post up. Going to town himself, Thomas. Great spin and finish. You won't mind that matchup, will Charles Thomas? And maybe he's now going to come to the party. He's got 4 points. Can he do some more damage in the final 2.5 minutes of this third quarter? The lead back up to 12. Drives to the lane. Oh, just doesn't get the roll, but he'll shoot a couple. Almost back-to-back 3-point plays for Venezia. Only 18 years of age, Riccardo Visconti. Splits the free throws. 4 points for Visconti now. Patrick Richard. Thomas wants it played into him again. Ben Shimol. If anyone's going to find him, it will be Ben Shimol. Just doesn't get the roll. And Ajim can bring it clear for Venezia. Ajim tries to bank it in, can't get it to go. Oh, great work on the offensive glass from Visconti, and he'll head straight back to the line. Foul called on Benchimol. Visconti pretty happy with that. He's struggling from the line though. Maccabi now in the penalty as well for the final 2 and a bit minutes. Again makes 1 from 2. Can they go on a bit of a run to finish this third quarter? Just under 2 to play. Anoki into Zalmanson. Benchimol throws up the 3 and makes it. And Maccabi perhaps needed that because they'd seen their lead dwindle from 16 to 10. But the 3 from Benchimol makes it a 12-point lead again. Now, Ress, he shot the 3 well today and he continues to do so. Thomas Ress, he's got 14 points and 12 of those have come from beyond the arc, 4 from 4. Richard trying to answer back, and Patrick Richard has double digits now. And it's raining threes. Bramos trying to penetrate. Extra pass, Bramos throws up the 3. Oh, no one can miss out there at the moment. Another 3, this time for Michael Bramos. And the lead is back to single digits, 60 points to 51. And it's heating up out here in Israel. Richard decides against it. Great defense by Thomas Ress. Terrific block, and there's about a 1.5 second difference between the shot and the game clock here. But another opportunity for Venezia to trim this lead of Maccabi's. And an offensive foul has been called though. So it'll allow Maccabi the last possession of this third quarter with 13 seconds on the game clock. And a bit of a reach around, I think. Doesn't start, of course, until the ball is touched. Once it's inbounded, as Benchimol trying to drive to the lane, can't get the right hand to go, and there is the buzzer. So a bit of a comeback there for Venezia. They trailed by 16 at one stage during that third quarter, but at the end it's just a 9-point game, and Venezia still very much in this. Maccabi Rand Media leads 60 points to 51. Well, they have increased that 2-point percentage. It wasn't hard. They were shooting at 12% in the first half, Venezia. Still not great at 24%, but it's a hell of a lot better. They are out-rebounding Maccabi, and those turnovers have increased as well. Right, so here we go, fourth quarter just about to get underway. Maccabi with a 9-point advantage, and it's going their way in the other matches in Group B as well. Le Mans have extended their lead over Oradea. They lead 62 points to 50. Oradea, one of Maccabi's biggest rivals now for the next few weeks, as both sides look to try and clinch qualification to the playoffs, and also Avtotor Saratov, who currently occupy 6th place in Group B. They're losing by 10 to Pinar Karsiaka, and there's just a minute or so left in that one. So if Maccabi can win here, it would be a big result for them in their hopes for qualification. But they're not out of the woods just yet. Visconti throws up the three, can't get it to go. Xavier McRae brings down the rebound. He just needs one more board to collect a double-double today to go along with his 20 points. Kadir. Anoki. Patrick Richard, three goes up, just comes up short. Kadir is trying to grapple Visconti with the rebound, and Visconti is called on the foul, the young 18-year-old. Just a little bit of inexperience there, perhaps. So they'll have a 14-second reset now, Well Maccabi, and a chance to make it a double-digit game once again. Here is Ben Shimol. Shot clock down to 4. Someone needs to get the shot away. Tries the little reverse with the left hand. And the last touch was of Herboy Peric. And they'll get another 14-second reset. Well Maccabi. Shot goes up. Long range 2. Can't get it. Thomas Rest is there to bring down the rebound. So 3 chances have come and gone there for Maccabi. Driving to the lane. Marquez can't get the finish. Patrick Richard is there, and he collects his 3rd board of the day. Difference in offensive rebounds. Just 8 for Maccabi. 15 for Venezia as Patrick Richard gets his 13th of the game, and Marquez looking to answer back. Visconti, extra pass. Thomas Rest throws up the long 2, can't get the roll, and the rebound was by Ben Shimol. It found its way into the hands of Xavier McRae. Kadir. Foul is called on Peric. Xavier McRae with that rebound down the other end does have his double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds for the big man today. You could just tell that it was going to be a big game for him, the way that he started in that first quarter. He came out all guns blazing, 14 points in that opening quarter alone. So we've still got 3 more game days for you in the regular season. After this one, it takes us right the way through to the end of January. And it's a big one next for Maccabi Rand Media, because they travel to Russia to take on Avtotor Saratov. And it's between those two, really. And Oradea, as the 3 goes up, can't get it to go. Peric brings down the rebound. Yeah, it's between those two and Oradea, for who will probably try and clinch that 5th place spot. So that's a big, big one in Russia next week. And then Maccabi's last 2 matches see them play in front of their home fans on game day 13 to Le Mans, and then they finish their regular season campaign with an away trip to Kimmich. McRae very nearly was able to keep hold of that one. is Hayes. Peric. Good feints. Fouled, just doesn't get the roll. And he'll head to the line. Peric has been quiet today for Venezia. He's been a key part on their offense over the last few weeks, averaging 13.4 points in the Basketball Champions League, but that is his first point of the match, would you believe? Hanoki collects his third personal foul. Yeah, they've really done well to keep Hrvoje Peric quiet. That's a great pass and a fast break down the other end. McRae was there, couldn't get it to go, but he'll get this one, will he? No, hard hands, but what he will do is head to the line and shoot a couple of more free throws. Orton are not happy with the decision. And another couple of offensive rebounds as well for Javan McRae. So as for Venezia, they obviously also have 3 matches still to play after this. 2 of them are at home. On game day 12 next week, it's 2 of the two of the better sides in Group B who have performed well over the regular season. Venezia against Getaria Basket. And Venezia can actually do Maccabi a big favour in this Basketball Champions League in terms of their qualification hopes, because Venezia's final 2 games, as the 3 goes up by McGee, just doesn't get the roll, and Benchimol is pushed, and it's a silly foul to give away. Yeah, Venezia can actually do Maccabi a big favour in the Basketball Champions League, because their last 2 matches, Venezia, they're away to Avditor Saratov, and then at home to CSM CSU Oradea on game day 14. So if Venezia could beat both of those on game day 13 and 14, that would really help Maccabi's cause for reaching the playoffs in early February. And Benchimol makes both. At the moment, Venezia not really putting any pressure on Maccabi. Still a very comfortable 13-point advantage for the Israeli side. Peric thought about throwing up the 2 from the foul line. McGee steps back, throws the 3, shot the ball terribly today, has Tyrus McGee. Just 2 points, he's 1 from 14 from the field, Tyrus McGee, and yet he continuously is throwing up the 3 whenever he gets it. I know they're in a bit of a rush for points, but you've got to use a bit of experience and nous as well, as Javan McRae is called on the travelling violation, so they'll turn it over. McGee again. Marquez. McGee trying to penetrate. You always thought McRae did enough with the D, but a good finish with the left hand by Tyrus McGee. Just his 4th point of the match so far, shooting at 13%. Just over 5 minutes to play in this final quarter. Maccabi with an 11-point lead, 66-55. Here's Benchimol trying to penetrate, fouled, and gets the roll. And an and 1 coming up for Benchimol. And he's been his efficient self today. 17 points, 4 assists, and a rebound as well. And he converts the 3-point play. Well, it's an awfully long way back for Venezia from here. 69-55, and they've turned it over again. That's not going to help Patrick Richard. It's 3 against 2. Richard to Kadir. Doesn't get it, but McRae comes from nowhere. And Jamal McRae just continues to be on fire here. 24 points now for Jamal McRae to go with his 12 rebounds as well. And a timeout from Walter de Rafael is called. Not quite sure what he can tell his team from this point. They're 16 points down, and we've got just under 5 minutes still to play.
If not, go and run. Okay? Keep going playing. But don't rush. Don't turn over.
Let's run on the 2. Let's run the 2. Even if they play zone, run the 2. Because it gives us motion. And at the end, we pass the ball to Javon, and there is target on the weak side. So, and draw fouls. And draw fouls. Hey, listen to me. Remember what we said on the locker room? Aggressive defense and concentration, and be focused on all the things that we said about the triple switches.
Keep playing.
Let's go.
No, Alex Shivek certainly not counting his chickens just yet, even though they do have a very comfortable advantage in this fourth quarter. He's still emphasizing the point: they need to remain concentrated, they need to remain focused, and they need to remain aggressive on their defense. 71-55, just under 5 minutes to play. It has finished, by the way. Le Mans 79, Oradea 60, so a very convincing victory in the end for Le Mans. So that's good news for Maccabi. It's Kadir. Kadir trying to spin, he's fouled. No, it's an offensive foul. He's been called on a travel, and we'll turn it over. It's Marquez trying to go to work himself. Foul called on Jamal McRae. And I think Jamal McRae will be in with a big shout to be Game Day 11 MVP as he goes to take a seat with 24 points and 13 rebounds to his name. It's Marquez. McGee again trying to get the long 2 to go, can't get it. Offensive rebound, but look at the white shirts underneath. So Hanoki in foul trouble. He's got 4 now. And Venezia will have a 14-second reset here. Looking to try and trim the lead. 16 points. Another foul is called. But Maccabi doing well here just to stifle Venezia. They're not giving them anything easy. They're not even allowing them the tiniest bit of hope in trying to get back into this one. It's been a really professional performance by the Israeli side, and when you watch them play like this, you wonder how they've struggled so badly in the Basketball Champions League up until this point. Just 3-7 in their 10 matches so far. The 3 comes up short, and it's rebounded by Hanoki. Here's Ben Shimol. Thought about throwing up the 2, eventually did, and why not, because Ben Shimol's now got 20 to go with his 4 assists. Another hugely efficient game as drives to the lane and makes the 2, Marquez. They need to stop trading. They need blocks, and they need them quickly. It's 2v1, Richard with the pass, and Salmonson with the finish. It's all too easy for the Israeli side at the moment. Zalmanson's got 8, he shot the ball well, 4 from 5 from the field. The 3 goes up, they've just shot the 3 aimlessly at times today, Venezia. Just over 2.5 to play in the 4th quarter. The lead is back up to 16. Kadir has struggled from the foul line today. Only a 60% free throw shooter in the Basketball Champions League, and you can see why. 0 from 3, 1 from 4, splits them, and the lead is 17. So the Maccabi supporters will be hoping that this kind of performance can inspire them in their next 3 matches. So if they play like this again, it'll be very difficult to stop. Venezia will admit they haven't been anywhere near their best, but they haven't been allowed to be because of the performance of Maccabi as Rishad comes down, quick break. Just comes up short on the 2. And the left-hand roll can't get it to go. Offensive rebound though by Ajib. But an offensive foul has been called and Venezia will turn it over. Shimol just slowing it all down. They're in no rush here at all now, Maccabi. They can just look to try and take as much time out of this game as physically possible. Kadir throws it out of bounds, and Maccabi will turn it over with 1 minute and 45 left on the clock. It really could be a massive victory in the context of qualification, with both of their nearest rivals losing, and a nice finish on the reverse by Jeff Vigiano. Maccabi's next match against Avditor Saratov is a huge one in Russia. Ben Shimol, again, great disguise, he's fouled, and 1 for Zalmanson, who shot the ball really well today. Zalmanson, he's 5 from 6 for the field, and an opportunity to make it a 3-point play. It's terrific disguise on the pass from Ben Shimol. It looked for all money that he was just going to throw up the shot from the foul line. Instead, he just plays the disguise pass last second, fools everybody apart from Zalmanson. The lead is 18. Visconti, another 3 goes up. How many 3s have they attempted today, Venezia? Been really wasteful with the ball. About 34 attempts from 3-point range for Venezia, and they've made 9. It's got to be a point, surely, where you just think, right, plan A isn't working. Let's try something else. But we're inside the final 60 seconds. Kadir looking to go to work down under. He's called on a travel, and we'll turn it over. Timeout has been called by Walter de Rafael. As you can see, Maccabi have won every single quarter. This is their biggest at the moment. They lead by 9.
Prendi questo, Crico, attraversa. And Michael immediately here. Okay, we need the quick 3s. Okay, then we go 55 and also try to spell a foul. Okay, let's go. Go guys, go.
beat you, no fouls in one. No fouls in one, and good rotation, good closeouts. No, hey, no, exactly. No overhead because we're switching. Okay?
Well, what a massive difference that is. 36 more points in the paint for Maccabi than Venezia. 56 to 20. Visconti. Once again, the three from Bramos is off target. And the rebound from Zalmanson. And we've got about an 11-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Won't make any difference with Maccabi leading by 18. Kadir! Oh, he tried to go all the way. And that would have been a big-time play from Kadir if he'd made the flush. Couldn't get it to go. And this will be a 2 if it does go. Again, way off target. They have shot the ball appallingly today, Venezia, and that will be that. They'll just tick down the final 5 seconds or so, and they've done exactly what they had to do here. Maccabi Rand Media, they knew they basically had to win tonight to keep their chances of qualification alive, and Maccabi Rand Media have beaten Reyer Venezia 79 points to 61. Well, they never really looked in any danger at all. They led from the first quarter, and they were never behind from that point onwards. The closest Venezia got was 3, and it's finished with an 18-point win for the Israeli side. So they keep their dreams alive, but just look how poorly Venezia shot the ball. 29% from 2-point range, 25% from 3. They attempted 36 shots from beyond the arc. More assists, more rebounds for Maccabi, more steals, double the amount of steals for the Israeli side. All the stats really point in favour of Maccabi. One more turnover for Venezia. But that man on your screen just there, he was the big difference today. Javon McRae, 24 points to go with his 13 rebounds. A big double-double for McRae, who's flexing his muscles to the watching fans. Benchimol shot it well. He had 20 points in the end to go with his 5 assists. As for Venezia, Res was their top point scorer with 14. Haynes had 9, as did Vigiano. But look at the difference with Maccabi. McRae with 24, Benchimol with 20, and Risha with 13. So I will leave you with all the highlights from the second half. Thanks very much for your company today. Maccabi 79, Venezia 61. Make sure you join us again next week for game day 12 of the Basketball Champions League.